Hello, audio check, audio check. I can hear the audio. It should be okay. What is that? Yeah, it takes YouTube. Yeah, it takes almost. It's like time lapse actually. 2 minutes, whatever. Whenever we started streaming. Okay, 7 o'clock. We can start, right? All right, welcome to the class. Let's start with some focus. So go ahead and stand in Tadasana. Feet about hip width apart. Relax your whole being. You can either stand with your hands in prayer position or just holding one another. And as you breathe, observe the effect of the breathing. What all it does, it might cool down your body, some parts. You might feel some parts getting more energized. So it's a good exercise to take your mind away from all the things that are occupying you currently. Okay, so just focus on observing the breath. Listening to its sound. Okay, so this gives you just a glimpse of what it can be, like the peace that you get by taking your mind off whatever it is that you're occupied with. Let's go ahead and start our practice session with some warm-ups. Okay, so go ahead and open your arms wide as you inhale, exhale, closing. Inhale, open, exhale, close, and do it all slowly. Take your time. You don't want to rush through anything. Again, as you move through each of these postures, your mind should be not occupied with your daily stuff, okay? You got to feel the effect of the warm-ups, of the energy flowing, and that's how you rest your mind, okay? So let's do this now. As you inhale, arms up, exhale, down, a few more times. Observe the effect it has on your shoulders. It takes an effort to actually raise your arms after some point, so you got to keep doing this. Let's release. All right, now let's work our neck, okay? Inhale, look over the left shoulder. Exhale over the right shoulder, and try this a few times. back to neutral. Inhale up, exhale down. Few more times, and do this very slowly, okay? Especially if you've not been working your neck, the neck can get stiff and it can hurt if you make sudden movements actually. So you got to be conscious of each and every minute part of the movement. Now go ahead and rotate your head in a circle as much as you can. And as you do this, don't hold your breath, just continue to breathe normally. And rotate the head in the other direction. Okay, come back to neutral. Okay, now let's start our postures. The Tadasana first. Go ahead and stand, feet hip width apart, arms up. Point your index fingers at the ceiling and closing the other fingers. Lightly stretching through your arms. As you inhale, you got to feel that lengthening within the body, the stretch, at least from your groin all the way up to the fingertips. And as you exhale, just letting go of the stretch. So you got to continuously remind yourself to observe your breathing, observe the effects of the breathing. That's the key thing. This whole, whatever it is, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and an hour, I mean, this is the time where you take your mind off the regular stuff. So if you're new to this class, we hold each posture for about 8 good breaths. Now each breath in and out will take you at least 4 to 6 seconds. And the slower it is, the better. So we are talking about 8 times, say 5, so 40 to 50 seconds each posture. But you don't have to hold throughout. If you can, for whatever reason, your arm starts to tire, you can just let go. If you need to, go back to the posture. Okay, so that's what we do. We try to enjoy each and every moment here. Now let's try the side bend. Take your right arm up and bend gently to the left. You are bending right from the hip up only. Okay, try to not put pressure on the side of your knees or legs. Nice, easy breathing. So as you hold this posture, I mean, it's natural that there will be some tension in the legs. Okay, so you got to recognize that and try to let go of the tension. So that's the key, recognizing what's causing you to be tense and letting go of it. Whatever you're doing, whether it's yoga or whether it's work, that helps you regain your senses and helps you tackle the problem with a fresh mind, okay? So you should make this a very unconscious habit. Now let's try the side bend on the other side, left arm up, bending to the right. So when you bend, you don't want to drop your head all the way down, okay? Just hold it a little up. Your arm is in contact with your ears maybe, and gently look up, okay? Instead of looking down, look slightly up, okay? And then as you breathe, you've got to feel that energizing that open left side. So a lot of things happen there. A lot of muscles which are just sitting there, not being used, are now being stretched. They are being nourished. So you're giving an opportunity for those lazy muscles to come back to life, get energized. So you got to make the best use of that opportunity. Okay, so let's release the left arm down. Now let's get into a stance. So stance is about feet about 5 feet apart. Normally you can just gently jump into that stance. That's enough. You don't have to go too far out. Now point your left foot to the side, right inside, and arms parallel to the mat, and look over your left shoulder. So what you do here is your drishti, right? Your eyesight rests on the fingertips in front. Why? Because it is like hanging on to it. So when you hang on to something, it's easy to relax your body, for example. Okay. So we position the drishti on the fingertips. Consciously scan the body for any tension. For example, my knees are kind of tight, maybe because it's cold, maybe here. My thighs might be just, gripping to provide the strength to stand. So all those things you got to observe, relax, so that the energy can do its work as you breathe. As you breathe again, engage your lungs, okay? You don't have to strain yourself to push your lungs out, but you should engage them. Remember how we breathe most of the time, very passive, almost nothing, no breathing. Whereas here we are trying to do active breathing. So we're going to do the triangle next. So what we do here is to bend down, left hand on the left leg or all the way down, however you can, okay? The key thing is your chest should be broad and open and facing the wall in front of you. So try to avoid twisting your trunk. Okay, so that's the key thing. So if you can't go down all the way, that is fine. But try to keep that trunk broad and open. Again, observe any tension wherever it is, try to get it out. Breathe easy and slow. Now if you can look up, that is fine. You can look ahead or look down, okay, if it helps you keep your balance. And slowly come back up, okay? Back to neutral Tadasana. Just take a break, hands in prayer position. Observe all the effects that this two stretches did to your body. So we did the hero variation and the triangle. Now let's try the two on the other side. So back into a stance. This time, right foot to the side, left inside. Arms parallel to the mat, drishti on the fingertips in front. Hold and breathe. So your arm at the back, it has a tendency to droop down, whatever reason it is. So try to keep it up, okay? Try to keep it active, engaged. So if you're new to this posture, the back or the heel of the front foot will be lined up with the arch of the back foot. Okay, so it's all about symmetry and relaxation. Now let's try the triangle. So again, reaching down, keeping your chest broad and open. Hold and breathe. come back up. So there are many variations of the hero. We will skip that. Next we'll try some balancing posture. So it might help to have a support. So I'll use a chair for example, okay? And you can use a wall or whatever. So what we do first is to stand on the right leg and fold the left into the right. Okay? So you're gently balancing on the right leg and your support is, just it's a guide actually to stay balanced. If you can bring your hands in prayer position. Okay? So a couple of things you want to remember in this tree posture. Your eyesight should be on the ground about 5-6 feet in front of you. And your leg on which you're standing, the more relaxed it is, the easier this posture is. So the Buddhists actually, they do what is called as a walking meditation. And when they do that, they don't want to get distracted, or they don't get distracted. Their eyesight is always on the ground, about 45 degrees on the ground. Okay? So that's how they are trying to be mindful. Whereas their focus is going to be on each step, slow movements, and feeling the grounding with the Mother Earth. That's how they practice walking meditation. Okay, whenever you're ready, release. Shake your leg on which you're standing. And try the Vrikshasana on the left side, tree. So you're standing on your left leg, right leg folded into the left. So your right foot can be above your knee or below the knee, or if you find it really hard, you can just let it rest on your left foot, okay, with light support. So that's how you start building strength in your leg first, and slowly after practice you get to stand independently. And release. So even if I do this, in some places I can stand without any support, very relaxed, without any vibrations kind of thing. Whereas if I go to a new place, or if the floor is different, it can affect my balance. So a lot of things. So don't feel that you can't do it. You can do it. Just take some time and practice and familiarity. Okay. Now we are going to do the standing chair. Okay, standing chair, we are going to sit down as though we are sitting on a chair. Key thing is your knee should be behind your toes. Okay, so you don't want to go all the way down, no point. Just a little. Try to keep your back as straight as possible. Your arms can be in front or above your head. So the key thing here is there's a lot of tension in your legs in and around the knees, so you got to try to release the tension as much as you can. And this is an awesome posture to build strength in your knees. About 5 or 6 years back, I used to have pain walking down the stairs, and I took some medications like some joint things like glucosamine and all that. But a physical therapist said you got to do the standing chair, and since then I've been doing it every day. Absolutely no problem now. Okay, but you got to do it every day. That's the thing. You miss it, it comes back to haunt you. All right, so we did some balancing postures. Now let's try some Surya Namaskars. Okay. So sun salutations, couple of variations we'll do. We'll first do the half sun salutation, simple sun salutation. Hands in prayer position first. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, trunk up, parallel to the mat, hold and breathe. So you can Inhale, exhale in this posture. Try to focus on your lower back, try to make it as flat as you can. And then exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, back bend, back to prayer position. One more time. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, trunk up parallel to the mat. Hold and breathe. Exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, back bend, back to prayer position. So that's half sun salutation. You should do it 5-6 times, maybe 10 times, but we're just going to try it 2 times. Same thing with the intermediate sun salutation. More movement. So with the first sun salutation, your left leg stays back in the lunge, and in the second sun salutation, the right leg stays back in the lunge. Okay, that's how you try to remember it. But if you miss it, okay, don't beat yourself up, no problem. Okay, let's start with hands in prayer position. You try to do the sun salutation slightly at a faster rate. Okay, so it gives you good cardiovascular activity. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, left leg goes back, lunge, and downward dog. Hold your breath if you can. Exhale, standing stretch. Inhale, upward dog, hold your breath. Downward dog, hold your breath. Left leg stays back, lunge. Exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, back bend, back to prayer position. One more time, okay? Inhale, back bend. Exhale, standing forward bend. Right leg goes back, this time lunge. Downward dog. 8-point stretch. Exhale. Inhale, upward dog. Downward dog. Lunge, right leg stays back. Exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, back bend. Back to prayer position. So you can feel your heart racing slightly. So this is the healthy way of getting your heart racing. Okay, and you do this more often, your heart stays strong. Okay, you got to do this like 6 times, at least 6 times Surya Namaskars every day is a great way to get some cardio. So what we're going to do next is get down to the mat and sit on the heels if you can. If not, just sit with your back straight, legs in a easy posture. So let the heart settle down or your breathing settle down. So if you find it hard to sit on the heels, again like I said, you can sit with your legs crossed, easy posture, back straight, or try to do a half sit. Okay, just go down and come back up, kind of working your kneecaps. It takes some time for you to get comfortable. It could be weeks, it could be months, assuming you have no injury, of course. So do whatever you can, alright? That's the spirit of the session. Now let's go ahead and try the pigeon. So in the pigeon, you're going to sit with your right leg folded first. So left leg extending to the back. And try to sit up. Why do we do this? You get a good stretch in the front of your thigh. Okay, and your lower back actually gets worked. Hold and breathe. If possible, the left thigh should be facing the mat. Otherwise, let it face the side. So whatever stretch you can get out of this, that is good. That's a good start. You can also work your thigh joint, gently moving yourself And now let's switch sides and sit on the left side. Nice. Now if you can hold this posture, the pigeon, now this is a great posture to breathe deep, okay? So when you breathe deep, the energy goes all the way down to the groin, which is all the lower chakras, energizes them. One of them is that Manipura chakra, which is denoted by the sun, okay? So you got the sun within you, you got all the energy. It's up to you how you want to muster it. So this is a great way to energize the Manipura chakra. As you inhale, visualize the energy going down, reaching the sun within you, which is right at the navel. So you can vividly imagine the sun there, waking up, and you want to feel that energy. As you exhale, let go. So this is a great stretch actually for the front of the thigh. Again, just work your thigh joint a few times. And now let's release. Let's come back to a table position. Table position, we're going to do the cow cat stretch. So start with hands below your shoulders and knees below the hips. Now as you inhale, gently bending the the spine towards the mat. As you push the tailbone up and the head up to the ceiling. Exhale, push the spine into the ceiling. Try this cow cat stretch a few times. Moving slowly, moving the vertebrae, moving the spine slowly. And release. Now from here, let us transition into the plank, okay, the forward plank. So you're going to get your hips somewhere between your shoulders and the heels. So you form a good incline, hold and breathe. And then from here, move into the downward dog. So you want to push your tailbone up into the ceiling, pushing your shoulders down into the mat. If possible, heels on the ground. If not, it's okay. Try to keep your hamstring as stretched as you possibly can. And release. Now let's get down to the mat on the trunk. Your arms folded so that your fingertips is in line with the crown of your head. First the half cobra. Okay. So inhale, push your chin out on the mat, lifting the trunk up without using your arms. Exhale, down. Inhale up, down. Most of your abdomen is still in contact with the mat in this posture. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, and this time we are going to hold and breathe. So this is like the half cobra. Some people bring the arms slightly ahead and form the Sphinx as well. If you do the half cobra, there's a little bit of a workout for your lower back. And your core abdominal muscles. Good. Now push your hands into the mat, lifting up into the cobra. So in the cobra, don't use excessive force. Try to keep your elbows closed into the body. So there is no force applied on the back, really speaking. Lot of the pressure is borne by your arms. Again, you hold as long as you can, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever number of breaths you can. And slowly release. Okay, so excellent posture for your lower back. Take your hands to the back, rest the chin on the mat, palms facing up. We are going to do the half locust. And the way you do this is inhale, left leg up, straight up, down as you exhale. Couple more times. Next time you inhale, hold the leg up, continue to breathe. And release. Try the same half locust on the other side. Right leg up, inhale, exhale down. Couple more times. Next time you inhale, hold the leg up, continue to breathe. So when you lift the leg, you don't want to lean onto the other side, okay? So that's the key. And release. Okay, so there will be some tension in the neck. Let's get rid of it. So you want to turn and rest on the back. Bring both your feet on the mat, legs bent at the knees. Keep your feet together. Drop each knee to its side. Into the bound angle posture, the lying bound angle posture. So your lower back will naturally arch. Let go of it. Don't try to press it down. But again, this is a great posture to energize yourself. Okay, so as you inhale, my breath brings in the energy. I feel the energy going down, reaching down to the Manipura chakra. I visualize the sun in me. All the bright red flames. That's how much energy I have. What is available to me. So I'm trying to ignite that with this Supta Baddha Konasana. This is a posture you can hold as long as you're comfortable. But for now, let's bring both the knees back up together. Okay? And stretch your arms on the mat, palms down. Your fingertip, try to let it be in contact with the back of your heels. That's a good position to place the feet. Inhale, slowly lifting the hips up into the bridge. Slowly as you exhale, release. So this is a warm-up phase of the bridge. Inhale up and exhale down. Next time you inhale, hold the hips up, continue to breathe. So in this bridge posture, key thing is to keep the legs parallel to each other. So you don't want to let the knees kind of jet out. Okay? So let's hold that, and you're using the strength in your legs to keep the back up. As you inhale, engage your lungs, especially the top of your lungs. And as you exhale, let go. and slowly releasing the hips down. Now pull both knees into your chest. Wrap the hands around your knees. Lift the head off your mat and gently rock on the small of your back. And now keep your left leg folded into your chest. Release the right leg, stretch it out on the mat. Hold and breathe. So you're going to apply a gentle amount of pressure on your lower abdomen as you hold and breathe. And then inhale, hold your breath, come up to the knees and expel the air through your nostrils quickly. And then go back, inhale, come back up, exhale. Try it a few times. So it's like a ab crunch. Now let's let go of that left leg, pull the right knee into the chest. Breathe nice and easy, mostly on the left side. Again, now we are going to inhale, hold the breath, come up and expel quickly. Okay, and release. What we want to do next is to slowly pull yourself up into a seated position. So easy posture, Sukhasana, back up and straight. So if you imagine your back, it should be in the form of a shape of a elongated S, okay? Especially your lower back, which is in contact or where the tailbone is, right? That needs to be kind of vertical to the ground or even slightly slanting forward, and then the rest of your spine straightens up from that point. This helps you breathe and let the energy flow easy through your core. Now take your hands to the back, hold the right wrist with your left hand. As you gently pull on it, you want to lean towards the left knee, keeping your spine as straight as you possibly can. Head down, hold and breathe. Come back up. Switching hands at the back, hold the left wrist, pull it down gently as you bend towards the right knee. Come back up to neutral. Now bring your hands to the front as you stretch and bend forward, walking your fingers away. Hold and breathe when you reach a point of comfortable distance. Slowly come back up. So when you do that forward bend, try to get some pressure on your intestines. So you got to feel that squish and healthy amount of pressure. Okay, that kind of massages the intestines as you breathe. Okay, now let's get both the feet together in front into Baddha Konasana. Baddha Konasana is bound triangle. So we keep the feet together, we grab hold of the toes. As you pull them up, you press the knees into the mat. This helps you sit straight. Nice, easy breathing. So you feel that energy in your groin and thigh joints especially, right? You never feel that when you're normally taking care of your daily activities. But this is a great time to use that opportunity and feel what's going on there. And then inhale, raise your knees up and down as you exhale a few more times, working your thigh joint. And back to Sukhasana. Now let's try the twist, and we'll slowly start to wrap up the class. Okay, so what you want to do, place the left hand on the outside of the right knee. Take your right hand guiding you as you turn. Place the right hand on the back. Keep your back up and straight. That's the key thing here. You don't want to, kind of slouch here. Look over your right shoulder. Yeah, so you're sitting up, and this helps you lengthen your spine or elongate or create space between the vertebrae. So take that opportunity as you inhale. Let the circulation do wonders for your back. And come back to neutral. Okay. Now right hand on the outside of the left knee. You're going to turn to your left and back. Your hand at the back, closer to the body. Spine straight. Look over the left shoulder. Nice, slow breathing. And come back to neutral. Okay, let's try one, bandha, which is Jalandhara bandha. So which is, you want to inhale and you want to hold your breath. At the same time, you drop your chin and lock the throat. Hold as long as you can, and then when it's time, you can exhale. Okay, so try this a couple of times at least. Again, whenever it's time to exhale, you should release that lock. And whenever you have that lock, the throat lock, bring your attention to the throat region. Okay, so that's where, that's how you energize your throat chakra. So let's try it one more time. Now slowly bring your attention to your forehead between the two eyebrows. That's where your Ajna chakra or wisdom chakra is. Gently, mildly rest your attention there as you breathe. You can place the back of your hand on the knees. You can form a loop with your index and thumb fingers. Stretch the other fingers out. As you inhale, feel the energy rising and converging at the Ajna chakra. And as you exhale, let go. Mentally you can utter two sounds as you inhale, the word so, and as you exhale, hum. So hum means I am Him. I am part of the Almighty. I have all the strength I need to do whatever I need to. So you keep repeating that I am Him, I am Him. So hum, so hum. And again, you can mentally utter any mantras that you would like to, or shlokas like Sahana Vavatu. I also utter one more shloka, which is remembering sage Patanjali. Yogena chittasya padena vacha malam sharirasya cha vaidyakena yopakarotham pravaram muninam patanjalim pranjaliranatosmi. Patanjali did three great things for the people. One is he taught yoga, he invented Ayurveda, and he wrote down the rules of grammar. So all the three things he did, and we take time to bow to him for all the good he did. And take a mental note how you are feeling after the session, and just remind yourself that you need to do this regularly, not just once a week. I mean, we have 24 hours per day, and if you can't spend half hour per day doing what is nourishing to the mind and body, you got to rethink your priorities. You might even have to rethink your work actually. Why is it taking so much effort and time? Is it worth it? So with that, let's end today's class. Thank you for attending. Keep up your practice, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.